Hello everybody, it's kind of afternoon/evening as I'm recording this. Welcome back to A Match Made in Heaven, Eternal Love Forever. It's kind of a random yak-bitty sacks. I probably will not upload this till at the latest Monday. From what I've been hearing, it's not pretty to tomorrow or Sunday. Tomorrow is worse than Sunday really is. I might be able to upload on Sunday depending because yeah. So virtual and reality is colliding really bad, guys. I got me some sugar cookie. Yum. I made Mama recording of the cure doing the sugar cookie coffee because it's real quiet and it does it really slow. So Mom, you won't get that till Sunday, but or Monday, depending on what's going on in Ohio. Because we're in a slight risk on Sunday. Yay, not. Nope. Stop! No creeps allowed around here. We don't want creeps. But anyway, I actually might try to upload this today, to be honest with you, because honestly, our virtual hometown is under a enhanced risk tomorrow, and yeah, depending on how much energy I have, I might try to get this uploaded today because yeah, they need prayer. They don't need another freaking twister. They don't. So, yeah. So honestly, I might try to get this uploaded today, so I'll be able to get you your recording today, Mom, of the Keurig. Depending on my energy level. I do want to get this uploaded though because I am talking about this and yeah. What is wrong with you, cat? See what I mean? I think that's what's traumatizing them because they heard that word and they're going apeshit. It's not us, guys. It's way down south. But still. Calm down, boys. We don't have to worry about it till Sunday, thank God. And honestly, hopefully we don't. I don't want it. I do not want it. We don't need it. No, we don't. I do not want to go through one of those. And I am going to talk about this because this is a perfect example to talk about this. Because, okay, recently I've discovered that, because originally we were planning to do a rebuilding thing next week for New Year's Day. We were going to do that originally. And I told Mom, I said, virtual wouldn't line up with reality. And she goes, what do you mean, sweetie? And I said, well, and I'm not usually one to change Mom's good ideas. But when it don't match, I try to make mine match with what's really happening. And unfortunately, sadly, because of the EF4 last year, a lot of people are leaving Rolling Fork in reality. And honestly, it breaks my heart, to be honest with you. It really does. Because, I mean, it really does. It's like, it's almost as if they're like, we gotta run. The problem is, here's the problem. I mean, I understand anxiety over the loss. I get that. There are places I can't go because of that. I get that one person's issue that said that with her brother. She lost her brother. And she can't go back there because of that. But if you're running because of the tornado, that's not your answer for the simple fact that, I'm going to be honest with you, especially if you're still in Mississippi, you're still screwed. Because if you're running to get away from a tornado, and I hate to use that word because I hate that word, But I have to be specific here. If you're running to get away from a twister, it's not going to happen if you're in that, area. If you stay in Mississippi, honey, you ain't going to run from nothing. If you're leaving because of anxiety and you can't return, that's one thing. But if you're running because of a tornado, you're afraid another tornado is going to hit there, honey, you might want to run out of the South completely, because that's the worst place for them. And another thing is, too, sadly to say this, you guys, running from what scares you ain't the answer. Because I know a person who did that. They were in a situation like Rolling Fork. They dealt with a tragedy. Okay, I don't think it was a tornado. No, it was a car accident first. But then they ran from that town because, oh my God, it traumatized them. But then guess what? Then they had a situation like Rolling Fork, a tornado. Then they had something else and something else. They kept running, and tragedy kept following them. A tragedy can happen anywhere. It don't matter where you live. It don't matter where y'all live. I have a friend whose sister lived in Dayton, Ohio. Okay? I'm not going to say this person's name because she watches this channel. I'm not going to say her name. But I have a friend, her sister. And, well, actually, she's been on this channel, so you already know her. Our good friend Tiffany. She had a sister who lived in Dayton. And the twister slammed her against the wall. Okay? Slammed her against the wall. Guess where she is right now? Dayton. She went to Columbus, then came back to Dayton. Back to the town where the twister hit. Yeah, I silenced for a second. Just think about that. Those were some nasty bitches too. And that's when I remember that night like it was yesterday too. I wasn't there. I was actually at my bio family's house. And they screamed at me and made me come downstairs. And when I came down, I remember McCall Fridags, that's the meteorologist that was there at the time, was literally in tears. And I've never seen her break. I've never seen that woman break before. She's always been real, calm, cool, collected when she's talked about stuff. That's how bad the storms in Dayton were, y'all. That's the closest I've been to one, to be honest with you. Because when the one hit in February, I wasn't here. That would have been even closer. That would have scared the piss out of me. Okay, that would have literally scared the piss out of me. And, so, I mean, I think the boys are traumatized. They hear the word tornado and they panic. Especially when they hear it from a pro. Not me, but a professional like Max or Ryan. It's worse if they see footage, though. Yeah, if they hear a tornado itself. Like, I don't think it's necessarily the word that freaks them out as bad as actually hearing it. Like, for example, let's say today we get just thunder. Just a little clap of thunder, just a slight clap of thunder. I'll have a cat on this TV tray in about 5 seconds. I mean, they are terrified because they were here when that tornado hit near where we live. In reality. Now, virtually, I live in the enhanced risk area. In reality, I do not. But here's the thing. I've got to watch the coverage because, like I said, when I said I did research the other day, when I said I did that research, I have to watch it so that I can, keep an eye on what's going on in my area virtually. Because when I do this stuff, y'all, I don't do this. Yes, I pretend, but at the same time, I don't want to make everything up neither. So I kind of did the opposite of what most people are doing. A lot of people are leaving Rolling Fork. I ran to it instead. Because I honestly, when I saw the video of what happened, to be honest, if that had not happened, I never would have probably found the town. I hate to say it, but I probably wouldn't have, which sucks. Because I'll be honest, I love its name. I do. It's adorable. And it got it from, how the river rolls through. And forks. That's where it got it from. That's what I heard anyway. That's what we researched. And it's almost scary because when I write stuff, Suno seems to know the history of that. And so anyway, basically, I found it through Storm Chaser Freddie McKinney. Thank you, Freddie. Because I was trying to find a place where I felt I belonged, if that makes sense. Because in the real world, usually wintertime, it's freezing in Ohio. Because I do still live in Ohio. And it's cold. And I don't like it. Which is why in the virtual, Mom would tell you that is why I moved to Australia. I hate cold. I didn't think of going down south. I wasn't thinking at that time. I was thinking of, I was thinking of the group I loved, the Seekers. And I wanted to live where they did. Because I wanted to identify with them, basically, and know the history and blah, blah. I wanted to live basically where a group that saved me from suicide lived. That's what my thinking was. Because the Seekers saved me from suicide. Well, when me and Mom reunited, because we had kind of fell apart because of losers online, we'll just put it that way, trolls, which is why we have our protection on here. They broke our family up. Tried to, anyway. And what they didn't know was my promise to my late great-granny Lib. And they didn't know about my promise. I would have found a way, my own way, to let her know what was going on. Podcasting was just not my answer, y'all. I'm going to be honest. And Mom would back me up on that. That's where I was trolled a lot. And I hated it. And, I mean, it's one thing for people to not understand something. It's one thing for somebody to go, hey, I don't understand this. Can you explain it? I have no problem with that. If somebody kindly says to me, hey, Scarlett, I don't understand why you do this virtual thing. Could you explain? I would gladly go into a Morning Grace chat and explain it. But if you're going to make fun of me and say, you're an idiot, you're weird, that's when I have a problem. Well, so basically we had come back, and so virtually we came up with the story that, whoops, we tricked you guys, and we were like, oh, guess what? we came back from Australia for a visit. Okay? And surprised the living crap out of all of Mom's peeps. Well, then Rocky Mom was like, hey, why don't you do this? And she basically, what she did was, here's what she did. And this is what Rocky's good at. And people want to sit there and make fun of people that are autistic, saying they're stupid and this and that. They're not. Okay? She's freaking smart. So what did she do? She had gotten a vlog. She didn't do that one. It was a different one. So that she could show me. And she did all the merging on Recorder HQ, if I can get my words out. Tomorrow's just got me flustered, guys. So never mind me if I stumble over my words a bit. Which is not normal for me. But when there's weather that scares the shit out of me, I'm drinking coffee to kind of... Which probably will get me wound up even worse, but oh well. I'd rather be wound up naturally than wound up over... Because that just gives me the heebies. Even though Ryan says, don't be scared, be prepared. That scares me for that town because of being left behind, basically. They don't need another one because they don't need more people taking off. So I'm kind of like on edge of my seat here, hoping to God it leaves Roland Fork alone. Anyway, but basically, Mom showed me how she merged everything together and everything like that. Well, me, when I do it, I actually record it in Backpack Studio, merge it that way, put it over to Recorder HQ, upload it to Camera Roll, and go from there. So I do a little bit differently than Mom does. It's still not really a different step, to be honest, because it's put them together in Backpack, export it to Recorder HQ, export it to Camera Roll, or upload it to Camera Roll, then upload it to YouTube. So it's 4 things. Mom's is record it in Backpack, put it over to Recorder HQ, merge it in Recorder HQ, save to Camera Roll, upload to YouTube. So hers is actually one extra step, where mine is, not really an extra step. But that's the way she does it, and we do our things differently because we don't like to do the same things as each other. So anyway, I started doing the YouTube thing, and next thing you know, I was like, okay, how do I move back here? I don't want to just move back here just randomly. Well, all of a sudden, and I'm going to just come right out and be honest with you. For me to move from Australia, like I said before, for me to move from Australia back to the States, it was going to take something more than some place that, basically where somebody saved me from suicide, right? It was going to have to be something that yanked my heartstrings out. Well, October happened. Well, September, then October. Helene happens. Hurricane Helene gets me to basically see Max Velocity on YouTube, which leads to Ryan Hall, all these different storm chasers I start following. Well, that's when I found Freddie McKinney. And the next thing y'all know is I see this video of his, the scariest tornado I ever chased, Rolling Fork, Mississippi. And I'm like, what? Rolling Fork? I mean, I literally had to spell it because I thought I was hearing things, right? Because I had never heard of such a name before. And I'll be honest, I fell in love with that little town just by the name. Why? I don't know. I just did. I love uniqueness. And next thing you know, I watched the video, and that little town yanked my heart out. Pulled my heartstrings out. And Next thing you know, I moved virtually to Rolling Fork, Mississippi. And yeah, that town's got my heartstrings, literally, y'all. Not just virtually, literally has got my heartstrings. Let's just put it this way. Here's your personification again. If it were human, it'd have me wrapped around its little finger. I mean, and the scary thing is, Mom knew someone who lived there, who's actually thinking of moving back. And honestly, I hope they do, because for them to rebuild, they need people there. They can't rebuild if they don't have people there and they're just running away. I mean, honestly, if I could move there, I'd freaking do it. Scary as storms are, I'd do it. Just, just to get your darn cafe. Oh, Kristy, I knew you were going to say it. Barista Scarlet, yeah. Right, Nana? Rolling Forks of one and only Barista Scarlet Donaldson. Really? Yes. My daughter is obsessed with that. Yes, I am. Kristy, what am I going to do with you? Love me? Yeah. Mommy's the barista. Hey, you know what? I bet if great-great-granny Lib were still here, she would encourage it. Oh, but that's no lie. That's no lie. Yeah. I know she would. Bet great-grandma Debbie would too. The right Nana. The right Nana. Hey. Great-grandma Debbie will. Knowing Grandma Debbie, I bet she would too. I bet next thing you know, Mom's going to show her this part of this vlog and she's going to say, Scarlett, you need to do that. You should. I could so hear Grandma Debbie now. Me too. I could hear her now too. But yeah. But yeah. I tell ya. But yeah, so, I mean, that's how that happened for those that are new and we're like, what? That's kind of some more details is I fell in love with that little town. It's kind of, like I said, similar to my real life hometown. And to this hometown that I live in now. But, there's differences too. And honestly, like I said, I've always, ever since I was a little girl, I've loved being in the South. When we'd go to Tennessee, when my family would go take trips to Tennessee, they loved it. I especially did. I always loved the South. Always did. And it was because of the way I was treated there. I was always like accepted. I was always welcomed. And, I always loved it. And it's so funny because, Mom knows exactly what part of Tennessee I used to go to. She knows it. And it's funny because, it cracks me up because she knows exactly where it is. And it's so funny that, I moved down south virtually. And my staff, they're like, hey, go for it. It takes your mind off of the cold, which it does. And, you know, I love being where it's warmer. I hate the cold. I hate it. I absolutely hate the cold. I cannot stand the cold. I hate it. I prefer the warmth. To be honest, if I could be sitting outside right now on my porch, on the porch swing, oh yeah, count me in. Count me in, man. Count me the heck in. I would love it. And you know, it just makes me sad though to see a town that needs rebuilding losing a lot of its population. It does. Let's just say the first one, I tried to record this before, and let's just say I kind of went off on a tirade because I was just so upset and heartbroken that let's just say I was calling them storms every name in the book. And, you know, I was like, I'm not putting that version on YouTube. Trust me, if I could get away with it, I would have. Because let me tell you, I hate them storms with a passion. I call them devil's instruments because I cannot stand them. I won't lie, I hate them things. I do. I cannot stand tornadoes. I hate them with a passion. They ruin people's lives. They take people's lives. I mean, honestly, if I could get a hold of the one that destroyed my virtual hometown, honestly, I'd slap it one square in the face. Because it killed a 1-year-old. The one that hit Hayti in Arkansas. I'd like to slap it upside the face because it killed a 9-year-old. I mean, you're killing kids. Come on, you stupid things. Like, dang. And you know what's really scary, though? And I love this one fact because Ryan Hall is awesome for this. He does personification too, y'all. People want to call me weird. Well, I'm not weird because he did it too. He goes, his exact wording, and I believe it was the Mayfield stream, if I'm not mistaken. Ryan Hall's Mayfield stream. And I do believe it was the Mayfield tornado that he aimed this at. He goes, it's as if this tornado is doing this on purpose. Like it has a purpose. It's hitting these small towns on purpose. Now, of course, I'm sure Ryan knew it was not doing that. But the way he said it, I'm like, yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Because, see, at first, the same thing happened with the idiot that hit Roland Fork last year. It had turned is what it did. It was supposed to go, they thought it was going to go and brush it. And the son of a bitch turned and hit it direct. Right smack dab, right in the center. If you watch Freddie McKinney's video on it, they thought it was going to like brush the edge of the town is what they thought originally that it was going to do. And that son of a bitch, they watched it just turn and go right into the town. And I'm like, yeah, you did that on purpose, you asshole. I said that too. I was mad. And this is mild, my mannerisms right now compared to what they were on the original. You could ask Mom. The original, I was dropping a few choice F-bombs. I was lit. And like I told Mom, I said I needed to calm down. I needed to get that out and calm down. I still called it an a-hole, but I called it a lot worse the other day. Trust me. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mommy, you still want to give it a daggone cinnamon days? Yeah, one of the freaking red ones. Yeah, here you go. Take this, Twister. Eat this. Go ahead, suck this up. Suck on this. Let's see if you like this. Yeah, exactly. Suck on this. It's honestly too bad we couldn't give it one and make it slow down. Any of them. Yeah, any of them. Yeah, exactly. Or get them in a field and get them drunk, like we said the other day. Exactly. Get them in a field, get them drunk where they can't do nothing, and see if we can slow them down. We are so bad. We are bad. Well, Max does have a drunk NATO shirt, so, you know. Yeah. Then you got Ryan. Mom, it's not a NATO. Remember, it's Nader. Oh, yeah, it's Nader. That's right, it's Nader. Because Ryan's got Nader beans. We're going to have to get those, y'all, just because I'm going to have some help to go get those, y'all. We're going to have to get those from Ryan. Yep. Even though we're not Naders, and we're not fans of Naders, but we should try the Nader beans. Yeah, we should. Oh, shit. I love it. Grind them up and put them in a K-cup, and there you go. Yep, they said, from what Chandra said, they are some of the best in the world. They're the best in the world, she says. Yep. And trust me, with me having far out, I would so do it. I'd do it. She'd do it. She'd try it. I would. I would. What would you do if all of a sudden somebody saw this and gifted you some of them? Hey, I'd, you know what? I'd accept that and I'd try those. Yep. Mama loves her coffee. I do. And when I was younger, I didn't. I loved the smell of it, but I wouldn't drink it. Because you didn't know about all this, stuff to make it sweet. Exactly. I only knew of people drinking it black. Not me. Look. Ew. No. That is gross. I do not like black coffee. That is nasty. Blech.
Tomorrow and Saturday,
La 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 la.
overcast weather with a high of 57 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 49 degrees.
I keep forgetting that. Yada dee yada dee yada dee yada dee. Anyway. Yabbity 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 yada. Exactly. I am seriously in the mood for some snickerdoodle too. I might have to make me a small cup of snickerdoodle because that just sounds yummy. But yeah. Yummy. But yeah, it's just for some place to grab hold of your heartstrings and not let you go. Mommy, I think we should tell your deja vu. Oh, you know what? I am not ashamed to say this. Okay, so this is something I did mention in the original recording. Because Kristy made a comment. She said, does this trigger anything to you? And I go, honestly, it does. So, y'all remember me saying that I thought I had a sign when I moved to Rolling Fork virtually. Well, that sign was not a sign. So, when I'd seen Freddie's vid, well, then I saw Tornado TRX's vid. Okay? Well, all of a sudden, now this was when we were still in Virginia visiting Mom and them. Okay? We were staying at, Mom and Rich's. Well, now we know which mom I was talking about. So we was at Mom and Rich's. Well, Mom and Crazy Daddy Rich. Anyway, yeah, I can say that. I can get away with that. Well, basically turned around and those videos kept haunting me on YouTube. Rolling fork, rolling fork, rolling fork. Like obsessively. Like constantly. Just those two particular vids. So we virtually moved and it stopped. And I'm like, okay, that was a sign I was supposed to move there. Well, all of a sudden it started up again. Rolling fork, rolling fork, rolling fork. Just constantly. And I'm like, I was joking, of course, when I said this. I was like, okay, you little stalker, now stop that. I'm like, you're not happy? Why aren't you happy now? I'm there virtually. What next? It wants her to literally move. I guess so, because literally, y'all, I mean, it's still doing it. And the deja vu, Kristy's like, dang, does this trigger something? And I go, yeah, my ex. And she's like, what do you mean? And I said, well, that kind of happened with my ex-boyfriend. So basically, I saw one of his videos on YouTube. Again, it was YouTube. Okay, that's the common denominator with my town and my ex. YouTube. So my ex-boyfriend, he had his channel, right? I'd see his vids. I saw one of his vids. Well, we started talking and everything. We ended up together. When we started talking, blah, blah, blah. It stopped for a while. Then all of a sudden, started up again. We ended up together. Okay. Stopped for a bit. Like a few days. Then just started constantly popping up everywhere. Ended up moving in with him. And I'm like, okay. Like, that's what I mean by this. It's like, this is like freaking deja vu. It's like, it started, then I virtually moved, then it stopped, now it's back going at it again. I'm like, what do y'all want me to do? Move there or what? What would you do if you did? Honestly, it would take some getting used to, and I'll explain why. Because, let's just put it this way. I would not be used to being able to be outside in, like, December, January, February. I would not be used to that. That would be something I'd have to get used to. And hot summers. Oh, yeah. And I like hot. I won't lie, I like it hot. I'm weird, but I do. Barista mommy. We'll have to have K-Ice. Yeah. Hint, 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 hint. Mommy. Puh. Yeah, I get your hint. Make a pot of coffee in the Hamilton Beach the night before and make a pot of iced coffee. Hell yeah. When it's hot, cold coffee good too. Yummy for you. Mm-hmm. And as Suno always says, you'd have your windows open, smelling those magnolias. Yeah. I swear, if I all of a sudden get smell-o-vision, I'm gonna kick your butt. But it does. It talks about magnolias all the time. I'm like, ooh. You'd love that. Yeah, honestly, I would. I love the smell of flowers and stuff anyway, and trees. So yeah, I would love that. Being able to sit outside and enjoy that. Ho, yeah. And boy, oh boy, guys, imagine if she lived there, how thick her drawl would be. Whoo! Oh yeah. And you know what? I'm already pronouncing it the way they do, so you know. Yeah. Yep, she does. Because they do not pronounce the G. I've never heard one of them pronounce the G. Nope. I definitely don't. And I'm in Ohio and don't. Or as some of the Suno AIs do, Ohio. Yeah, Ohio. They do their country drawl. I love it. And I've always said y'all. I always do. Mom would tell you the first time I met her, I was saying y'all. So she knew that. She's like, where are you from? Ohio? And you say y'all? Yeah, I do. That is one thing my bio cannot stand. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Okay, I gotta do this. Could you imagine you lived in Rolling Fork for like a month or two, let's say you moved there. She didn't know it. You mean bio? Yeah, your bio mom. She didn't know it. You moved to Rolling Fork, she called you. And you answer. What do you think she'd do? Honestly, she'd probably have a meltdown because I had a drawl and a half. Because when I would go to Tennessee for just a couple weeks, I'd pick up a twang. And I've only been, okay, I think I still have it a little bit, and I'm not just, it's not just a virtual thing. I still have it sometimes when I talk because I lived in Virginia for a little over a month. So I kind of got a little bit of a drawl. And I'm not faking it. I mean, I could fake an accent easily because I love entertaining. I could fake it easily, but I'm not faking anything. Now, but if I go there and I'm living there for like a month or two, I think it'd be even worse. And she'd be sitting there. Why do you have a hillbilly twang? Probably because I'm a down south woman now. Because that's what she calls us. I said, and Angel used to say, I don't care if you call me a hillbilly, just don't call me a dumb one. And I said, no, you're just a crazy hillbilly. She's like, hey. I had Angel busting on that one. Because she's like, I don't care if she called me a hillbilly, just don't call me a dumb hillbilly. I go, no, you're just a crazy hillbilly. She's like, hey, now. I'm like, well, no offense, you gotta be a crazy hillbilly. And she goes, why? I said, because you hang around me. Oh, shit. And I think Mom would agree, too. She's a crazy hillbilly, too, because she hangs around me. Oh, shit. Yum. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy. This is good stuff. And like I said, I'm keeping an eye on stuff today. So if I do not upload this today, it's because I'm watching the weather for tomorrow, because keeping an eye on people's videos, because so I'm recording this on the 27th, but I might not upload it till the 29th or 30th, depending on what the hell's going on. So yeah. So you'll get 2 of them for the price of 1. Because I'm not going to lie, that scares me. And I'm going to be watching it like a hawk. And I'm getting up early because Max is saying the greatest risk is going to start really about 2. But I'm having my ass up at 7 a.m. and keeping an eye on the morning shit too. I don't trust that shit. I don't blame you. I don't, And I'm going to have my coffee because I'm going to need it. 8 o'clock coffee. An Angel's coffee. Maybe the Angel will protect Roland Fork. Yeah! Go mommy! Thank you. We're having 8 o'clock coffee tomorrow because you know what? Maybe our Angel will go and protect our town. Yeah! In fact, I know she would. I know our Granny's going to do that. You're right, Mom. Granny Lib, our Angel. And speaking of our Angel, Granny Lib, y'all, I am blown away by the support I've got on Granny Lib's tribute. I am just blown away by the overwhelming support on her tribute vlog I did. I mean, when I saw that yesterday, at the time it had 54 views in less than a day. I am just floored, and I'm so grateful for that. Because that really made me feel good that, I did that. That I got that much support on that, because this was, it was her idea, for me to even do the Morning Grace stuff. This isn't a Morning Grace chat. This is just a random thing, but basically, I might even call this something special too. Like if I do evening ones where I just sit back and chill. Because you got Morning Grace. We'll see. And I might do a playlist of just evening random things too when I just do evening stuff. But that way I'll have an excuse to vlog anytime I want. Even if I don't do something random, I can just do a random chill out evening thing. Let's think about it. Yeah. Then this will be the first one in the list. But basically, I am so floored by the support I got on Granny's tribute, because she always will be one of my inspirations. And I never met her. I never got the chance to meet the woman. And she was so fun. I mean, she was a hoot and a half. Granny was a riot. I mean, she was. And when she would get, and I loved it, I'll be honest, she would trigger a domino effect. Because what she did is she'd come in and she'd pick on Mom about something, and she'd get Mom going, and then Mom would get me going. And then poor Grandma Debbie was sitting there losing her mind, because she was laughing at us, because we were laughing. I mean, she just totally triggered a major laugh-a-thon. she was just razzing the crap out of Mom about something one night. And just, she had Mom going, then had me going. Poor Grandma Debbie was sitting there crying. She was laughing so hard because me and Mom were going at it, rolling. Because we were just laughing so freaking hard. I don't even remember what Granny did. But, oh God, Granny Lib had me and Mom just dying of laughter. And then Grandma Debbie comes in, you know, and heard me and Mom just cracking up. And then she was laughing, joining in. It was just a laugh-a-thon. Oh God. I will never forget that. Oh, that was just, it was so funny. She was always making us laugh. Oh, that woman was a riot. She was a freaking riot. Granny was a hoot. Granny was a kook. And we love her. We always will. She was something else. She, oh my goodness, that woman. Oh man. And like I said, I do not remember what she picked on Mom about, but she was picking on her about something and had her just, adding in stitches. It was hilarious. I mean, it was funny. But yeah, she was something else. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was a fun tribute to do. It really was. And I was basically, and I felt honestly rewarded and honored because I was basically up all night with energy because I was just anticipating doing that. I knew I was going to do it. And I was up all night putting that together. And I can't thank you guys enough because seriously, that meant a lot to me because I felt rewarded that was so successful. I mean, that is the highest vlog on this channel. Her tribute is the highest vlog on this channel. And I honestly can't thank y'all enough because I mean, that took a lot out of me because like I said, I hadn't slept. I was just so full of energy and I just wanted to get that done and I did. And it was such a blessing to get to do that for her. And it was so fun to get to talk to her on the phone several different times. And, you know, I do miss that. And like I said, I am going to get that tribute put together. Probably, I'm thinking of doing them both on Monday. Hers and Grandma Curl's. Which is my grandma. I was going to do them on the 20th, but I had so much going on that I couldn't. But I am going to get them in this time of year because that was my granny's favorite time of year. So I'm going to definitely get that done for y'all. And, you know, because I want to do that. So that'll be some extra stuff I do. And I'm looking forward to that. And get those finished. because I do want to get those done before the year's out. And I think I'm going to do that Monday, hopefully. I might record it Sunday, depending on how crazy the weather is. The stupid weather. Anyway. One of them I could probably record tonight if I wanted to. The other one, no. Because I gotta make coffee, and I've already made a big cup of coffee tonight. And I don't want to make too much coffee tonight. But, yeah. But, yeah. What is it, kitty cat? What is it, you cat? What is it, you cat? What is it, you cat? You cat? You crazy cat? Hey, sorry, Clancy. I didn't mean to shock your ear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just patted him on his side. Just patted him on his side. Oh, Clancy. I didn't mean to shock your ear. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to. I hate when I shock a cat's ear or their nose. Oh, I hate when I shock their noses, especially. I did that to Justin the other day. I accidentally shocked his little nose. I'm like, ouch! I do not like to shock a cat's nose. Or a dog's nose, for that matter. Owie. And it was so funny when she walked into the house the other day, last week. She walked in, you guys, and the dogs were like, hi. I'm thinking, y'all didn't miss me at all, did you? And the sad thing was, you guys, mind you, I've got very small hands. Casey can tell you because she's met me before. I've got small hands. And the one is a purebred Goldie, and the other's a purebred Burmese Mountain Dog. They were both standing on my left side trying to get me to pet them with the same hand. I'm like, girls, no offense, I have one hand over here. I had to turn and pet them with both hands. I'm like, y'all, I cannot pet you one-handed. That does not work. Mom just started laughing at me. I'm like, I looked at her, I was like, are they crazy? I'm like, I don't have, my hand is not big. Then my poor brother, Dakota, he comes out of the bedroom, right? And he's exhausted. And he let his miniature Aussie out. He has a mini Aussie Shepherd. And he's talking about, he just got home at 5. And I go, oh, please tell me you didn't mean this morning. He goes, yes. I'm like, oh, hell no, you did not just say that. No. Yeah, he worked the night before, and he went to bed at 5 a.m. and got up at like 10 or 11. I think it was like 10 something. I looked at him, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Oh. Their supervisor's a piece of work. Yeah, their supervisor don't do their job very well. I was like, good Lord. I was like, yikes. And he was up till I don't know when he went to bed that night, but he was up when I left. But yeah. It was nuts. But I've got lots and lots of K-cups that I've got to try yet. I haven't tried anything yet because I got to get somebody to read them to me. Because I've got 4 out, but I don't know what they are, and I can't always tell them by smell. So I got to get them by smell. Kitty, 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 cat. Kitty, kitty, cat. Kitty. Ugh! Nancy, you're laying in a contortionist position again. Anyway. But, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I will definitely be recording some stuff. I'm going to try to get Mom a Hamilton Beach thing in the morning tomorrow, a recording of the Hamilton Beach. But yeah. I definitely want to do that. I want to get that done too. And be somewhat productive. Because I promised her I'd get her a Keurig where it's real slow. I don't know why it does it so slow, because it's not. I guess it just depends on the K-cup. I wonder if the others will be that way. The caramel got ya. You know what? I do not know, Kristy. Probably. Because she got me a box of them too, the crazy flavors. Yep. And, maybe, one of them might be one that you don't like. Ooh, the eggnog. Yeah, ew. Oh, I'm dreading that one already. Ew, oh, oh. Oh, no. So those might be two of them each. I don't know. Because didn't you say that was 55? Well, maybe not. They might have, some of them might have one. Others might have two. As long as eggnog don't have two, I'm good. Ew. Ew. Eggnog. Yuck. I do not like eggnog. Ew. I just remembered that. That's the one with the eggnog one. Ew, no eggnog. Ew, 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 ew. Mommy don't like eggnog. No, I do not like eggnog. I cannot stand eggnog. I don't know how the coffee is, but Lonzy tried it. Yeah, Lonzy, well, that's because Lonzy's a mo. I can say that. I can get away with that. Lonzy's a mo. Anyway. We'll have to see if you liked it. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see if you liked it. Because I missed that one because of all the schedule craziness around, but we'll have to definitely watch that one. But yeah, ew, eggnog. I hate eggnog. Just like fruitcake. Fruitcake! Fruitcake makes me puke, as Bill Engvall would say. I hate fruitcake, ew. Fruitcake and eggnog, my two worst enemies. Don't give them to me or I'll send them back. Give them to the tornado. Yeah, here you go, Twister, have this. You can eat and drink shit I don't like. How about that? Yeah, give it sauerkraut. Give it, what else do you not like? Tuna. Okra, spinach. Cooked spinach, that is. Oatmeal. It can have the oatmeal. Let's see. What else can I give it? Liver. It can have liver and onions because I don't eat it. Blech. Let's see. What else can I give it? Like I said, sauerkraut. Yuck. Brussels sprouts. Blech. Fried cabbage. Blech. Let's see, what else do I not like? Certain types of beans it can have. Pinto beans, shuck beans, black beans. Things that I don't like it can have. Let's see, what else do I not eat? Cube steak. Ugh. They can have the cube steak all at once. Bread. Bread pudding, it can have that. Blood pudding, it can have, because it's a creep anyway. And, you know. Ring pudding, which is a type of meat that's gross. I got one for you, Molly. What? The tornado can have Limburger cheese. Shoo! All that stuff would... Whew, that'd be a stinky tornado. Woo! They stink anyway, so it works. Oh! Let's see, what else? Sardines. Salmon. They can have salmon too. Seafood of any kind. They just can't have your catfish. It would have a fight on its hands if it tried getting my catfish now. You cannot have my deep fried catfish. No. No. And if it tried to get your cowboy beans, you're going to be ready to kill. Yeah. You can't have my cowboy beans either, you damn thing. No. Can't have your corn bake either. Nope. No corn bake for you, tornado. Nope. And no bologna gravy either. No. You can't have my bologna gravy. Or sawmill gravy. Nope. Which is AKA sausage gravy for those who don't know what that is. Let's see, what else I want to give it? Asparagus. These are just things I don't like. Rhubarb. Oh, God. No. This is funny as heck. Hey, Bobby, I know what you could give it. Even though you kind of liked it, but you could still give it to it. What's that? What was that? What was the name of that? Oh, shoot, what was that? That barbecue sauce you had. That real spicy barbecue sauce? The California Reaper barbecue sauce? Yeah! Or Carolina Reaper, I mean California Reaper. Jeez, Carolina Reaper barbecue sauce, yeah. Why did I say California? Probably because we're going to Cali soon, sometime. Yeah, we are, aren't we? Yep. We could be going to Cali sometime soon. I don't know why I said California. I'm a mo. She's a mo, Nana. She's a mo. Well, like I said, I'm distracted because I'm kind of, Carolina Reaper barbecue sauce, baby. Yeah, give that tornado that shit. That'll knock it for a loop. Give it all that stuff, it'll make it sick. That'd be funny as hell. As long as it's in a field and not doing anything to nobody. Give it a big old vat of that. The twister caught it, sucked it right up. Yep, and then, what did it do after it had a big old drink of that Carolina Reaper barbecue sauce? I do not know. Except in the movie Twister, it was a bottle of Jack Daniels. Yeah, give it a bottle of Jack Daniels. You know, because it never hits the ground. The Twister caught it and sucked it right up. Yep, and then give it the Carolina Reaper right after that. See if that never hits the ground either. Make sure the bottle's open too. That way you can take a great big swig of that shit. That'd be funny as heck. Watch its ugly face that it makes. Exactly. That'd be funny. Oh, we ain't right in the head. But it's funny. Yeah, let me tell you, to be honest, knowing them as strong as they are, they could probably handle that shit. Us humans, oof, unless you got an iron gut, you got a cast iron stomach, yeah. I tried just a sample of it on my finger. We was at the Mall of America in Minnesota, and and basically there's a pepper store where you can find all things pepper related. You know, all kinds of peppers and sauces and stuff like that. Well, I tried just a smidgen of Carolina Reaper barbecue sauce. That about knocked me on my ass. Just a tiny little smidgen on my finger made my stomach burn. And mind you, I was holding baby Karma, my little special baby, Karma. I had her in my arms and I thought, oh God, please don't let me throw up on her. Because it literally made me, it made my stomach burn. And I love spicy foods. I can eat spicy. Narquise would tell you, I can eat spicy foods. But, ooh, baby, that Carolina Reaper, let's just put it this way. If they were human, give that one to an EF4 or an EF5. Let's drop it to its knees, begging for mercy. Make it beg for its supercell mama. Oh! Yeah, exactly. Let it beg for its supercell mama, let me tell you, because I'm telling you, that shit burns going down. And it would probably burn coming up, too. Yeah, ooh, baby. Yikes. I'm not kidding. I'm not making fun of tornadoes by all means, but let me tell you, that stuff is that hot. If those things could feel pain and those things could feel burn, that would make a tornado beg for its supercell mom, let me tell you. Because I'm telling you, it is hot. And I mean hot. Woo-hoo! And mind you, like I said, just take your finger and dip your finger in something, in a condiment, like a spicy condiment. That's all I did, was put a tiny bit of a sample on my fingertip. And let me tell you, that shit burns going down, man. That Carolina Reaper, that ain't shit to play with. You don't want to put too much of that on anything. And I love to put a lot of barbecue sauce on something. That shit, you want just a smidge on the sandwich if you were to put that on sandwich, because holy crap is that hot shit. Yeah. And let me tell you, you know how bad I was tempted when I was there to get a bottle of that and give it to my stepdad for Christmas? Mama, you probably still could. Ooh. I bet he'd help me. I know somebody who would probably help me do it too. Oh, yes. I wonder if he would do it. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I could talk him into helping me with that. Because, see, he'd have to ship it to me. And I would... I love it. That would be funny. Yes. Oh, my God. That'd be good. If you couldn't do it that way, maybe you could find it online. I'll look it up and find out. That'd be hilarious. Because you gotta get Papa. You gotta get him. I'll get him. Then you gotta come up with something clever for the white elephant gift too. That'd be funny as heck. Yeah. I'll get Robin and Tiffany involved in that shit. That'll be fun. Because they're fun. Robin and Tiffany are a freaking blast. You get them started, because I'm gonna like work on that throughout the year. Make something crazy. Oh yeah, it's gonna be freaking hilarious. That was fun. And next year I am going to do it because I'm gonna do my own thing and see what I can come up with. This is fun. We need to do this more often. What, these goofy evening hangouts? I like it. Yeah. Maybe we can do that. Even if we don't have coffee all the time, but maybe you have just some crazy fun evening hangouts. Yeah. Well, we'll see what we can come up with for a name. That way, even if we don't have an actual vlog, we'll at least have a goofy chat and we can have fun and cut up and do weird crap and be like this. Crazy. Serious but crazy all at the same time. Exactly. And it can't have your coffee either, Mommy. No, it can't have coffee. It's gotta have unleaded tea. I mean, unsweetened tea. Oh! I tell you, when Narquise said that the other day, I freaking lost it. Unleaded tea. That's what we call unsweetened tea. Unleaded. Oh, Lord. We are something else. We're all crazy, but hey, that works. Exactly. But yeah, maybe we can have some fun that way. Exactly. Can chillax and hang out and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, no, you don't, yawning. No yawning, no. You're supposed to be awake, not sleepy. I know, right? But, yeah. We'll have to figure out what we'll call it. Evening something, I'd say. Because we've got morning grace. We'll have to figure something out. Maybe we should talk about it on Suno and see what it calls it. There you go. Because Suno's basically the one that named Morning Grace. Because we named it after the one song that you did about Greeny Lib. Yeah. So, yep. We'll see what we can come up with. Anyway, we'll just have to see what it does. And I'm going to feed the boys real quick. Whoa, don't you dare fall down. Because I need you to not do that. I gotta feed the boys, because if I don't, they'll wake me up earlier than my alarm, and I don't need that. So let me find where it is. Their food. Uh-oh. Where in the mo is their food bag? Way behind the trash can. Oh, make sure they're not in the bag or the closet. Excuse me, boy. It is almost empty. We will fix that. We will fix that, won't we, little Mr. Me? Oops. Already got that out. There. Okay, and that's so there's that. Oops. There's that. That's light, you know. That's a lighter. This back in the bag. Don't you dare, cord. Don't you think about it, cord. I don't need you to try to pull on me. Because you pull my hair and me and you are not going to like each other. Because you're going to get me in trouble and then I'm going to have to get mad. Anyway. But there we go. The boys are fed. Just hanging out. And one's eating. So, yep. And that was a heavy darn bag. Hooey. But I put a bunch of food in, so they got plenty of food for a while. That way I don't have to get bugged tomorrow. I made sure they were fed. I waited till the last minute to feed them so that they were fed throughout the night. And it's weird because they do not, and I mean do not, nudge the food to make it come down. They make me pull it down for them with my hand. So I have to touch their food all the time, which I don't like to do, but I have no choice because they won't do it. They're lazy. Anyway, like I said, I'll let you know when we figure out a name for this series that we do in the evenings / late afternoon, whatever. And we will see you guys soon. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to upload this today. Probably not today because we don't have a name for the series yet. But as soon as I have a name for it, we're going to upload it. That's why I gave a date. It's, of course, the 27th of December as I'm recording this. Because like I said, 28th and 29th might not be good days to record. Well, I know 28th is definitely going to be out of the question. I am not recording anything at all on the 28th. because I'm going to keep an eye on the weather. And then the only way I will be on in the morning for Morning Grace tomorrow is, God forbid, if prayerfully there's nothing going on at 8 o'clock. Because Ryan said something about 8 a.m. Which Max also did, but he said that's not as, possibly, hopefully, not as bad as the afternoon's going to be. So I might be able to squeeze in a Morning Grace tomorrow. Don't know. If I do, it'll be drinking some 8 o'clock coffee. So if I'm on tomorrow, it's a Morning Grace, but it will not be uploaded. It will just be, whatever. But I will put the date on it just in case, and then I will upload it either Sunday or Monday, depending on what's going on. So anyway, that's what's going on. That's the plan. The latest Monday will be everything uploaded. So anywho, hope you guys have a great night or day, because I'll probably upload this whenever on Sunday or Monday. So anyway, we'll see you guys soon here on A Match Made in Heaven, Eternal Love Forever. We've got a lot of great stuff coming up, so stick around.